It's a labor of love, and it's increasing ridership for adventures throughout the mountains.
In tonight's Carolina Moment, News 13's Rex Hodge reports on work being done to restore a second steam engine.
Crews at the Dillsboro Workyard of the Great Smoky Mountains Railroad have a destination in mind.
We're going from the ground up. Everything on it's going to be refurbished.
Marshall Harris is the steam shop foreman heading up restoration of steam engine 722.
It's a passion. It's not just a job.
Built more than a century ago, 722 belonged to Southern Railway and hauled freight between Asheville and Murphy into the 1950s.
We block it up.
The Great Smoky Mountains Railroad secured the engine in 2000 to add a second steam engine to its fleet of mainly diesels to complement the relaunch of steam engine 1702 7 years ago. At the moment, 722 is in pieces.
Knock him sharp edges off.
Both the cab, where an engineer would blow the whistle, and the tender that held fuel and water sit outside. The frame inside the work shed getting a facelift. The wheels shipped off to a Pennsylvania company.
They have the tooling to do it.
The boiler too. Smoky Mountain Railroad aerial footage capturing the process. Eventually, all parts will come back together with a fuel conversion from coal to oil.
Once you see it finally move on its own, it's kind of surreal.
You consider it a part of you.
For Harris and his guys, it's a labor of love.
Now, you get to come home, sometimes taking a little bit with you. It could be some of the smoke, it could be some of the dirt, grease, whatever.
Where else can you work on something that's going to be 120 years old next year and watch it come back to life?
Harris says a steam engine becomes family. He figures his great-grandfather in railroading in Asheville knew this one.
His hands have probably been on this engine.
Harris says the lore of a steam engine,
The whistle, the chug,
adds romance, and 1702 is proving to add more ridership for the railroad. 722 is on track to arrive soon.
we're going to use it as a excursion engine, to broaden our capabilities to haul more passengers.
Harris says the engine's return will remind many of the important role trains played in our mountains before big highways, bringing supplies and even comfort to those struggling.
They would come along the railroad tracks and the firemen would pitch them some coal to give them a little help, keep their houses warm in the wintertime. This right here, this signified like, hey, I can go out and see the rest of the world. And it really, this built the country.
When the restoration is done, Harris says train traditions will be followed.
We really enjoy dressing up and really committing.
There's a little superstition involved that it won't fire good for you if you don't give it a little snack.
Like what?
Oh, like if you have a sausage biscuit, you better give it a piece.
The destination is for 722 to be chugging along sometime in 2026.
The reward outweighs the hard work tenfold.
In Jackson County, Rex Hodge, News 13.